Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
21.
A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
And Falcons fans everywhere excited that Devontae Freeman is back on the field wearing number 24 in the red and black. Remember, he went down in week 2 in 2018 with an injury and didn't return. They're hoping to see the form that led him to 1,000-yard seasons in 2015 and 2016.
Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
They had 2 straight first downs, now a gain of 9 to set up 2nd and 1. And now he's really knocking on the door for 700. That is career catch 699. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's the second year back from Southern Miss, Ito Smith. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
Brings up 3rd and 2. 25. 39.
Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Mike, 45. 3 butt.
Here's Dalvin Cook, 3rd year back from Florida State. 20! And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown. Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, 42 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together. Ryan hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Well, these two teams, the Falcons and the Vikings, have met 30 times since the Falcons' inaugural year in the league back in 1966. And the Vikings winning 19 of those games, but maybe the most memorable game between the two was a Falcons victory. That was in the NFC Championship game back in January of '99. Gary Anderson missed a field goal to potentially win it at the end of regulation, and then the Falcons would get the victory in OT 30-27, and they were off to the Super Bowl. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on third down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
Take it at the 37. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Vikings will take over here first and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. Here's Cousins. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Tack McKinley made his way into the backfield.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Taking it about the 16. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over first and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on second and 13.
Space. Minus 54.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards, a first down.
Check. Check, Mike 54. Mike 50. Hey, whoa.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on a final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up second down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
On second down, Cook. And some space here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make it second down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. To throw is Cousins. Looking deep downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're 1 to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
They're not ready for this. They still playing solid. Y'all playing. Hey,
Cousins again. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings.
Good job, man. Good job.
4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Now a run on 1st down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating, and it allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in, your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Strip that ball. Bravo. Strip that ball. Hey, one set, wait. 54, Mike, ready, set.
Now Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, 85 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They did nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Only 3 there on the screen at second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Cousins escaping the pressure right. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Here's Britton Colquitt now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And take it right on the 30. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive, as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
51.
Now Ryan on first down. Caught by Jones. That reception, it brings him up to the 700 plateau. He's at 700 career NFL catches now.
And that club in baseball, a rather exclusive club, and one we talk about all the time. In football, puts you in the top 50 all-time range. Not so bad either.
To throw again on 2nd down. Ryan, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. The intended target was Calvin Ridley. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Ryan. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
51, down. Ready to go, ready to go.
Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. They spot it on the midfield stripe. So it is a 60-yard attempt here.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Check 24, check 24. Black. 45 the mark.
Final play of the half, Cousins. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Vikings take over first down 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. First down, here's the run with Cook. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. But you said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in Week 1, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed. But right now, here in the early season, the advantage definitely goes to the offense.
Lets it fly for... This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Bailey now for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Begin. 6 count, 51.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
It's a gain of 3.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the first. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. They find some open field here. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Right there. 54. Hey, team 6.
Now they'll throw it with Ryan. And the catch is made by Justin Hardy. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eric Kendricks picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
22 yards there, a first down. They'll run on first down. It's Freeman. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks. Staying on the ground, this time it's Smith. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down. From the gun, it's Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Matt Ryan trying to lead the Falcons from behind. Last year in 16 starts, just one fourth-quarter comeback for the QB. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Hey, switch gears. 21. 39. Safety.
Again, it'll be Freeman. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be third and goal now.
Ready. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Here we go, G. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Check. He's coming. Wait. He's coming. Double up. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
They'll look to run with Freeman. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Punching it in from a yard away as his guys are back within a single score.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on third and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
Quick strip, the ball's out, and the Falcons grab it.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
They'll run here with Freeman. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Freeman. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Here's Ryan, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And nothing there on the return. They've got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Cook. He's going to have the first down past the 20. And he's going to get this all the way up to the 30-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Cousins on first down. Lets it fly for Treadwell. And that is intercepted by last year's NFL leader, Damontae Casey. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Here's Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Check 43. Back. Check 22. Hey, free play. Ready to go.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Everson Griffin in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Check 55, Mike. Target. Mike.
Now Ryan. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal. Toward the pylon, caught. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. From 6 yards away. As his guys are back within a single score. Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Try to wedge his way in there, no signal. I don't think he got there. He did it. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Well, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And they got him behind the goal line. Cook goes down for a safety. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Vikings, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.